Right. Extreme. There we go. So here we are at Road America. So I hope you all had a good Easter.
Mid exit's clear, don't cross the white line. Blue flag. Cold tires all round.
We haven't been overly fast in practice, so don't hold out much hope for quali, to be honest. It was only at the very end of practice this time that we started to see the times come down to something reasonable. There's a lot of people in the 204s, including some AMs. It's definitely not where we are.
Just done a 204.51.
There we go, 204s already. I assume that, oh, it's Andy. Don't want to push too hard on the outlet, but I do need to get those tyres warm as I can so we can get going. Alright, here we go. This will be telling.
Fastest lap from Martinez, 204.14. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Not great. Fighting all the way with that. Got it in the 205s, but only just.
You're now 1.8 seconds off the
Long
pace.
way off the post.
P12.
Oh, I lost it. Ah, fucked it. Well, we got time on the board. Doesn't really do us much good. I think we are, well, apart from Mark Wesley and Christopher Haynes, we're bang last. Phil Giles is struggling as well. Well, see what we can do. Back out again.
Exit looks clear.
Bit lower on numbers tonight, but obviously
Tyre temperatures are fine.
Easter holidays play a part in that. We do have a new season starting on May the 19th, if you're interested.
That's a new fastest lap for Martinez, 2:04.11.
Nip along to the Tanzo Discord. You'll find it at bit.ly/Tanzo Discord. And all the details are in the GT3 section. Go for trying for 8 races next season instead of the 6. Take us up to the beginning of the summer before we have the summer break. Tend not to run the league during the summer because so many people on holiday. And you get the effect that we've got this weekend, that we get, but you get that for about 6 weeks. So doesn't make for a good season. So we'll do some fun races and bits and pieces, keep everyone entertained through the summer. Just like we did at Christmas, really. Right, let's see if we can put a better one in. We've only got 4 minutes left.
B14. That's a new fastest lap for Martinez, 2:04.08.
Bloody hell. Louis putting it on pole. Stuff that was on for a good one and all. We will
Front left,
just about make it, I
99%.
think.
Right rear, 99.
Yeah, we will make it. What we should be able to do, as long as there's time on the board, we cross the line, we'll be able to
Exit's clear.
finish our lap. What I've got to do is get out of his way.
Blue flag.
It's going to be our final lap. Alright, let's see what we got. Buggered that up. Didn't change down gear quick enough. Ended up going wide. Still faster than our previous, but not good enough to beat Tim. No, I'm making silly mistakes now. I've got to find half a second. I can't see that happening. Not with the traction control kicking in there. Don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it here. No, that's it. It's an off track. So it won't count anyway. So we'll have to call that a day, I'm afraid. Not great. 2:05.9, well out. Well out of it. Ooh. It's a bit too dark, that one. Let's do that. Maybe, maybe not. Not a lot of difference there. Adjusting my lighting. So the heat's on the way. It's a bit warm in this room tonight. I've got the air conditioning unit on a 16 degrees centigrade, and I still feel a bit warm in the face. I might be looking forward to going back to AMS next season, I think. Looking at the times. There's very few AMs that I'm beating. See how it goes. 47 seconds ticking down. Back to work tomorrow. Ah. At least it's only a 4-day week, ain't? We've got another weekend. That's something. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Was run the update on iOverlay. You might notice that the safety rating showing 0.0 and in red. That's now been fixed.
That's the end of the session. 14th.
And I forgot to update my software, and I'm not going to do it right now. Alright, so I'm a bit of a way back.
We're on 1 to go. Left side on the restart. The estimated during the field is 1,799. Let's do it. All 4 tires facing the same direction at the end of this thing.
So we're not
Pit road is
last,
closed.
but yeah,
90 seconds.
not brilliant by any means. Next week should be fun. We are at Le Mans, the 24-hour circuit of Le Mans. We have a 90-minute race next Monday, and it will be raining at some point during the
60
race.
seconds.
So that should add a touch of je ne sais quoi to proceedings.
Get ready to go here, bud.
Right.
Alright, we're gonna roll.
There we go. I
Car
thought there
number
was meant to be
68,
someone on
your
the front.
tyres are cold, watch out. Rolling start, get ready. Follow car number 155 in the left lane.
You're gonna be lining up behind
Safety car
the
speed is
21.
104 kilometers per hour.
So just a short rolling lap this time.
Catch up to car number 155.
I think we should be behind this 155.
Catch up to car number 155.
Give me a quick radio check, please.
You need to catch up to the
Pace
guy
cars
ahead.
off.
Okay, Sean,
Good job.
get ready.
Should be starting behind the 155. Green flag.
For it.
Right, we've got a good getaway there.
Right, the guy ahead of us is Lopez, car number 55, B license. Start's okay, let's get settled in. White, car number 1, is now in the lead.
Carousel was always difficult on the first lap, and even more so when you're not sure about those in front of you. Now the kink, that could be a first lap race ender for some, but I think we're all safely through it.
Okay, Sean, don't let this guy distract you. The Stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines.
Tracked out.
Stay close, there might be a chance here.
I'm trying.
13th place.
Only gonna lose it.
Track limits.
Join at the back.
Alright Sean, the next car is Heinz, car number 97, C
Okay.
licence, and their rating is 1.3.
Bit of work to do here then.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
2 in 1 lap's not healthy. Oh, well, in the first two laps. Still play it safe there.
There's an incident in Bill Mitchell Bend. It looks like panic.
Oh, it's Connor's gone.
Just done a 204.77.
Oh, he's had to go into pits as well. Was that bad?
Panic behind is pitting now. Keep it neat and tidy. We still might get something out of this. P15. Okay, Sean, you're reeling. Heinz in. The gap is 1.6 seconds.
Alright, caught these guys up. Now, see if I can hold it together. Do something with it. A bit deep there. Not close enough, I don't think, to get him on the straight.
Good lap, ma'am.
I think the pit window for refueling will open on lap 9. It will end on lap 12.
Alright, we might be able to get him down this one. Although it's Porsche against Porsche.
Martinez, car number 120, is leading the race.
I think he's blocking the inside. Whoops.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Sean.
Got you, Jim. Trying too hard. Right, next go round.
At 120 is the leader.
No, he got a better X than me.
The gap in front is now 0.5.
Right
Right,
side.
right side's clear.
Sorry guys.
Left
Car
side.
left. Clear left.
Clear.
You have 8 incident points.
Wow. We're lucky to be alive. That was a good one, that. We got a place, but not the place we were after. I wonder if he's got more damage than me.
V14.
Oh, can't afford those instant points.
The front did have a
Track
little bit
limits,
of
keep
damage
it
to
between
it.
the lines. You have
Got
9
some right
incident
side
points.
damage.
He's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up. Stay smooth.
On it, in an ham sandwich here.
Fast guys running 4.346. Very good job. Nothing out back. The gap is 3.
Okay, Sean, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
On your left.
Left side. Still there. Clear left.
Clear.
Track limits. Watch those
Got him
lines.
now.
You have 10 incident points.
Right
Right
side.
side.
Still there.
Hold your line.
Still there.
Clear right.
Clear.
Got the parts done. Cost us a lot of damage though. A lot of off tracks rather. Incident points. But great little racing that was.
You've used half your fuel.
Hold it together.
Incident in Canada corner. You think it might be brake? Yellow
Slow
flag.
car
Keep
off
your wits
to the
about
right.
you, mate.
Stay on your toes. In the grass in front of you. Stay on your
That's
toes.
great.
Gap
Go to the
behind us
right.
now. 0.43. Fastest lap for Love. 204.28.
T3 is the fastest car on the track. 4.276.
Oh! Oh, well saved. Behind me.
No pressure out the back. The gap 1.9.
B13. The guy in front is brake, car number 113, and their rating is 1.9.
Right, let's see if I can learn something from Craig. He's much faster than me. Oh, not another off track.
Alright, Sean, gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
He's got away from me now. Probably catch him under braking. Can't afford to go off track though. Not again. I have to ease it up a bit, I think. I've got no pressure from behind. And whilst I'm fighting for a pro space up front here, I can't afford any off tracks either.
Turn 1. Looks like it's Giles.
Good job. Keep whipping it. About 5 more till we pit.
The gap to brake ahead is increasing. It's now 1.9.
Oh God. Braking in the carousel. You usually need to do that. I'm getting this all sorts of wrong.
New fastest lap for Martinez, 2:04.16.
Speed 1. Is the fastest car on the track. 4.163.
I think Louis probably secured the league win. 2.5 seconds ahead of Andy. So unless he makes a mistake, these two are battling nicely up
got
front of
about
me.
4 laps of fuel left. The gap ahead is now 3.4 seconds. The guy in front is sketchy. Giles, car number 21, C license. The gap to Giles ahead is increasing. It's now 3.6 seconds.
Phew.
Next car in front of you is pit.
Okay, Sean, the pit window is now open. We estimate 3 laps of fuel left.
Baz and Harry pitting early. Yeah, I suppose there is only 3 laps of fuel. They've got to do something. Especially if they were caught in a tight battle.
The gap in front is now 3.8 seconds.
Right. I think I am going to go for an early pit. Actually, I might change my mind on that. Yeah, I'll let them go in. I'm going to run round on low fuel.
Giles, in front is pitting.
Alright, keep on digging, man. Get by these buggers.
Alright, Sean, we're halfway through. We think about 2 laps of fuel left. The car in front of us is now Walters, car number 84, C license.
Go like hell.
Yeah, slowed down too much there. We are really going to go and push it, I think. We'll see what our fuel's like.
You reel in P8 in. The gap is now 10 seconds. Martinez is pitting from P1. It looks like he'll come out just behind you. The leader, Martinez, is pitting. That's 20 minutes to go.
Fast guys are running 4.463. Pit 1 is the leader.
Walters ahead is pitting.
Right, I'm going again. I'm going to take it right to the wire. I should have 0.2 litres left in the car.
6th place. This is the last lap of fuel. Okay, Sean. The next car is Tim, car number 42, and their rating is 1.7.
We're in 5th, are we? Right, let's see if I got this right or I got it wrong.
2 litres left. The gap to Martinez behind is now 8.9. In this lap, box this lap, please, Sean.
Leader, pit
The
road.
leader, White, is pitting.
But all around your
ahead
pit,
is
hit this
pitting.
time. The car ahead is just pitted.
1 litre remaining. Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometres per hour. We'll fuel you to the end of the race.
All right, fellas, here we come. Pit road speed bump. 10 away now. Commence at 4th. 5
Martinez,
away.
car number
That's marked.
120, is now leading 100 metres, 50 metres. Left front 86%. Left rear 92.
Go man, go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard.
Well, that brings us out in the mix.
Car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Box in 6,260 metres. You've got plenty of fuel. The next car is not the cleanest racer. Giles, car number 21. C licence.
I reckon crew chief is saying that due to the fact that it can't read the safety rating. I don't know, because I don't actually know what Phil's safety rating is. Don't think it's that bad a driver. Well, we definitely caught Phil.
Gap to B13 ahead is increasing. It's now 1.5. Okay, Sean, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
So the
120 is the
pit
leader.
strategy worked a bit. Well, of course, we don't know whether Phil had an issue on his outlap. He's pulling away from us at the moment.
There's a car rejoining in front. 14th. You're reeling. Giles in. The gap's now 1.9 seconds.
Nothing much happening here. Can't get near the bugger. Oh, he must have made a mistake there. Oh, we're back on track. So we've got about half a second on him this lap. That's 12 minutes to go. Yep. Definitely got a good half a second on it.
Good job.
B13.
Oh, do without that.
We'll be warned about track limits. You have 12 incident points.
Get within a second, we're in his toe. And there it is. Oh, there it was. We're getting closer.
Okay, Sean, you're reeling V12 in. The gap's now 0.7. New fastest lap for Martinez, 204.16. Fastest lap for White, 204.09.
T3 is the fastest car on the track.
Lost it there.
4.089.
Oh, all that gain just gone. Too deep into Canada corner. Should have braked a little bit earlier. Do it all again now.
Minutes remaining, 10 minutes.
You don't need to go a lot faster, you only need to go a little faster.
The gap in front is now 1.4.
Oh. Dropped his toe. Back on him again, so now got to not stuff this up this time.
White, 203.92.
You put rocket fuel in that car and it was like a fucking rocket.
You're done, right, mate.
We've had a cut warning.
Yeah, I think we both took one there.
No, I've got 155
Incident
really.
points.
Four to go.
Yeah, one of those. That makes sense. It's never what we haven't here at some point.
Right, we've got within a half a second of him now.
4.418.
Ooh, getting out.
Stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
Exactly that, Jim.
On your left.
On your left.
Still
Hold your
there.
line. Still there.
Still there.
Still there. Clear left.
Clear.
Okay, Sean.
Job,
Car
left
left.
side.
Clear left.
4. Clear.
Well done.
Oh,
Nice run now. The car in front of us is Walters, car number 84, C license.
whew.
Hey, my man, keep throwing them down.
We got there.
Can't be too long till we got a pit.
Couple of laps to go. He's now going to try and get me inside, I should think. I'm not going to let him.
Left
Car
side.
left. He's
Still there.
He's still there.
Still there.
Clear left.
Clear him.
Oh, he got me.
Bad luck, mate.
That's alright. We can go again.
5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes left.
He's a bit twitchy on the back there.
B13. Alright, Sean, the next car is sketchy. Giles, car number 21, C license.
Ah, fuck it. Ah, shit.
Keep it nice and tidy. You have 14 incident points.
Tried too hard there.
The gap to Giles ahead is increasing. It's now 0.9. Incident in turn 3. Looks like it's Tim.
Tim Cullimore's ended up with a black flag. Unfortunate. We're back on him again. Run out of time though. I'm trying not to mess this corner up this time.
To go, 2 minutes. Stay between the lines, please, Sean. B12.
Behind you.
Oh. Oh, come on. Bloke not making any mistakes.
I'm in a white flag this time.
That's it, last lap. Time to take a shit or get off the toilet.
One more lap to go. Your lap time was 2:05.67.
Nice and smooth. Just a couple more and we're gonna pit.
Okay, Sean, keep piling on the pressure. He'll make a mistake.
Yeah, the one that of that. That's my level.
Right, 4 more corners to go. Let's see what we can do. Fuck it.
We've been warned about track limits. You have 16 incident points.
Well done, Phil, well done.
V12. Okay, it's over. Good drive.
Hi, man. Checking flag, man. I don't know, buddy. Nothing. Sorry.
Oh, well, that was good fun. We finished where we started, but nonetheless,
That's the end of the session.
it was pretty cool. Oh, really enjoyed that. So next week we are back at we are back at Le Mans on the Monday. So look forward to seeing you then. But in the ESR League, we are back here at Road America on Thursday for some more of this Murica madness. So thanks for joining us, thanks for sticking with us, and we will, no doubtedly, see you all soon. Thanks for watching.